frustrated but staying resilient. The search for Christopher Dorner and the efforts being made to try and anticipate his very next move before anyone else gets hurt or killed. Protecting themselves and the public, the precautionary steps police across southern Nevada are taking until Dorner is no longer a threat. Plus, honoring a piece of Las Vegas history. A special ceremony held in one neighborhood.
Now, Nevada's first choice for news. This is Channel 8 News Now, Weekend Edition.
Good evening. I'm Cristina Rodda. Glad to be joining you as the new 8 News Now weekend anchor. Dozens of police officers fanned out again today across a popular California resort in search of an ex-LAPD officer with Las Vegas ties wanted in 3 murders. Security around the West remains tight, and police are adjusting their procedures to deal with the ongoing threat by being posted by Christopher Dorner. Edward Lawrence joins us from Los Angeles with breaking information on this new investigation. Edward.
Well, Christina, LAPD Police Chief Charlie Beck just told the local CBS station here, KCBS, that he is reopening the investigation into the what sparked Christopher Dorner to go on his shooting rampage in 2007. Dorner reported that another officer used excessive force on a suspect. The LAPD found that he was lying at that time and then let him go. Well, Charlie Beck now says that he's reopening this investigation not for Dorner, but to show the community and restore community faith in the integrity that the police department here treats African Americans fairly. A familiar sight for residents of Big Bear Lake, 90 miles east of Los Angeles. SWAT team members are going door to door, searching homes in a wooded area now blanketed by snow, and even a popular ski area, looking for ex-LAPD officer and naval reservist Christopher Dorner.
I think he's long gone, man. He's trained. He's not sticking around.
Police found Dorner's burning pickup truck near the Big Bear Mountain Ski Resort on Friday. They recovered 2 long-range rifles, a Glock handgun, and some ammunition.
My experience with Mr. Dorner was overwhelmingly positive. I never saw any indications in him that he was violent or particularly aggressive.
Until they have an idea of where Dorner's hiding, the LAPD is on tactical alert and looking forward, planning extra security for the Grammys.
Their problems are very interesting, because one problem they have is, can they get enough cops to police the Grammy, in that everybody's been deployed on this.
As police spread out trying to protect themselves and potential targets, former LAPD Deputy Chief and senior CBS correspondent John Miller says the momentum may have turned.
They believe that he has shifted from being the hunter to the hunted now.
But not a moment of rest for the LAPD until Dorner is found and captured. And now again, the LAPD is reopening that 2007 investigation that sparked this whole thing in Dorner's mind. They did say that if Dorner would just turn himself in, he would be unharmed by Los Angeles police officers. Charlie Beck also said that he would talk to him personally about what happened in that incident in 2007. We'll have to see if that works. Reporting live in Los Angeles, Edward Lawrence, back to you, Christina.
Thank you very much, and that's Edward Lawrence reporting live from Los Angeles via satellite. There have been numerous reported sightings of Dorner around the West. Turns out all of those have been false. A number of law enforcement agencies are working together in the search for Dorner. A hotline for tips on his whereabouts has been set up. That number is on your screen, 949-724-7192. Local law enforcement is on high alert while the manhunt for Dorner continues. They are taking steps to protect themselves in addition to protecting the public. 8 News Now reporter Brian Brennan has more on the added precautions local police are taking right now.
Metro Police announced in a press conference yesterday they are not taking any chances. Officers are riding in 2-person units until further notice.
When you have something of this nature, someone who's highly trained, highly capable, having been a police officer in the past, having had prior military experience, who's made threats that you've all read about in the manifesto, we take this very seriously.
Henderson police are also changing their procedures. Spokespeople say officers usually on motorcycles have been reassigned to patrol cars for the time being, and say uniformed officers will work in pairs as staffing allows. Police say there's no evidence Dorner is in the Las Vegas area, but say since he did live here, they're checking every possible connection.
Several people were named in the manifesto as friends. We want to know who those friends are that may live in Las Vegas. So that's what we're doing. We're trying to find those people, talk to them, and see what information that can be gleaned that would be very beneficial to this investigation.
Dorner was married in Las Vegas and served as a commanding officer at Fallon Naval Air Station. FBI agents spent Thursday evening searching through Dorner's home near Fort Apache and Blue Diamond. Assistant Sheriff McCurdy says it didn't appear Dorner had been in the home for weeks, and Dorner makes several Las Vegas references in his manifesto, including buying a gun at a local gun store, which owners deny. Christina.
Thank you very much, Brian. A man is killed in a shootout with Metro Police right in front of a local high school. Police say the unidentified man was wanted for trying to kill his girlfriend. Police say the man pulled out a gun and started shooting at them in the area of Penwood and Arville at an apartment complex right across the street from Clark High School. Classes were done for the day, thank goodness. In the shootout, 2 other people, though, were hit. A man who is now in critical condition and a woman who was grazed in the leg. Both were with the suspect. Police are not saying why the suspect was at the apartment complex, but do say the injured woman was questioned by police. She is not charged with anything. Police did not give any details surrounding the initial shooting involving the suspect. In celebration of Black History Month, city leaders and community members came together to celebrate an historic neighborhood. In the 1950s, the Berkeley Square Historic District was the first subdivision for African Americans in Las Vegas. 8 News Now reporter Cassandra Garcia is live from that very community with more. Cassandra.
Well, Christina, I want you to take a look behind me. These are just a few of the homes that make up Berkeley Square. Today, 34 banners like the one you see behind me, along with 2 bronze plaques, were unveiled to commemorate the historic district. At the ceremony earlier today, Councilman Ricky Barlow said it's important to remember history in order to improve our future.
African Americans throughout history has played a very significant part in the cultural makeup and the diversity of the United States of America. And right here in the city of Las Vegas, you know, African Americans still during that period of time was still making a mark and still pushing for equality, not only personally, professionally, as well as in housing.
The Berkeley Square neighborhood was designed in 1955 by architect Paul Revere Williams, who also designed La Concha. After World War II, this was an area where professional African Americans could call home and raise a family. At that time, these spacious ranch-style homes sold for about $7,700. In October of 2009, Berkeley Square was designated a historic district on the National Register of Historic Places. Many of the families that moved here in the 50s still live here. Ruth Eppinger-Doan's parents moved into the subdivision in 1957 and say today she's proud her historic community is getting recognized.
I am so excited because when we first kind of organized the community, we didn't have good sidewalks. They were all getting torn. We didn't have the ramps for the handicapped, but now all that's gone in. And we didn't have not only the banners, but not even any marker.
Ruth, who is now the president of the Berkeley Square Neighborhood Association, spoke at the ceremony today. She and others talked about their memories and the significance in the neighborhood. And now all these beautiful banners were created by a local African-American artist named Joseph Watson. If you would like to see more of his work, he has an exhibit in time for Black History Month at the Arts Factory that's located at 107 East Charleston. Reporting live, Cassandra Garcia, 8 News Now.
Thank you very much, Cassandra. Getting ready for one of music's biggest nights, the Grammys. Las Vegas, this man is hoping to bring home one of the coveted awards, a special collection that he has put together.
This portion of 8 News Now is brought to you by Walker Furniture.
The music industry is gearing up for one of its biggest nights of the year, the Grammy Awards. The biggest music awards show of the year features about 20 performances, including Justin Timberlake, Alicia Keys, and Taylor Swift. That's just to name a few headliners. Crews are racing to finish preps for the big night, which will include artists from different musical categories performing together. One thing CBS is hoping people won't see is a lot of provocative outfits. It actually sent out a memo to celebrities warning them not to show too much. And don't forget, the Grammys air right here on 8 News Now on Sunday starting at 8 in the evening. A history professor at Henderson's Nevada State College is competing against some of music's greats at tomorrow's Grammy Awards. Peter LaChapelle has been studying the life and influence of Woody Guthrie for many years. Now he's being recognized for his efforts and has been nominated for a Grammy. LaChapelle is a contributor to the Guthrie at 100, a 3 CD box set. He also provided 4 previously unreleased tracks and an essay to that collection. Guthrie at 100 is nominated for Best Historical Album and Best Packaging for a box set.
It was exciting for me because this is the first time that these recordings have appeared, commercially, been available to the public to listen to, and I think they're just really amazing. It's kind of great that this is going to be introduced to a new group of people now, which is kind of hilarious.
Tickets are now on sale to see Woody's son, Arlo, perform at the Smith Center on April 11th. Instead of inches, the Northeast is measuring the snow in feet. The effort now underway to return life to normal after one of the biggest snowstorms ever in the region. We will also have our neighborhood weather forecast with Ted Florendo coming up next. Plus, a huge game for UNLV tonight. What the Runnin' Rebels have in a big showdown with New Mexico in Las Vegas tonight.
Nevada's first choice for news. This is Channel 8 News Now, Weekend Edition.
President Obama will give the State of the Union address on Tuesday night. Already, we are starting to get a preview of what he will talk about. A major theme will be his plans to boost job creation and economic growth. He will also spend some time discussing gun control, immigration, and climate change. Finally, the president is expected to announce the next steps for concluding the U.S.-led war in Afghanistan by the end of 2014. 8 News Now will air the president's State of the Union address on Tuesday night. The worst is over for the Northeast, and it was a record breaker. That massive snowstorm is now moving out to sea. Millions of people now have to dig out from under several feet of snow. Connecticut's governor is asking people to stay off the road today so plows can clear those streets. Many people, though, would have trouble even getting their cars to power up and get on the road. Power crews also have a tall order ahead of them, getting electricity restored to more than 650,000 homes, and business left in the dark from the outages caused by the wet, heavy snow.
A lot of cleanup. Yeah, we got a snowblower, so my husband's somewhere in the neighborhood cleaning other people's houses. We're finishing up here.
Plows keep blocking you in, and you got to keep shoveling it up.
This is a lot of snow. I miss my truck, and I miss an indoor garage.
Unfortunately, the storm is being blamed for the deaths of at least 9 people, including an 11-year-old who died of carbon monoxide poisoning after being overcome as he sat in a car that was running to keep warm while his father was shoveling snow to get the car out of a snowbank. So terrible to hear.
Unbelievable.